Hope you are all having a wonderful day. And let's get started with some yoga. This is Yoga with Marie, and I'm Marie. And so let's start with a seated pose and some breathing. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just letting your sit bones relax on the mat, bringing the soles of your feet together. Maybe you place your hands on the inner thighs and open the palms for receiving. So our theme is being open to receiving and just thinking about all of the positive things in your world and noticing how you can receive them and feel terrific about that. With each inhale, lengthen your breath so that that you'll be able to lengthen it by 2 to 3 times. And then bring the lips together and start breathing in and out through your nose. As you breathe in, filling up your tummy, your lower lungs, your upper lungs, all the way up to the shoulders, taking those shoulders and rolling them back, softening them, and then exhale through the nose, letting all that air out until the belly button comes back towards your spine. With the mouth open here, you'll notice the air swirling around in the back of your throat, creating this beautiful sound, kind of like being underneath a waterfall. And let that calm you. Let that warm your body from the inside out. So you have a mat today. If you have a block, it looks something like this. Otherwise, you can use kind of a big book, or a thick book, I should say. And if you don't have anything like that, then just get a pillow. And we also have a strap. This is a yoga strap. If you don't have one of those, then you can use a long scarf or maybe someone's tie. And then let's just bring the arms out to the side and all the way up, gazing up toward the fingertips, opening up your chest here toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down. And let's do that again. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And again. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And let's straighten out those legs. Bring them nice and wide. Just stretch out the inner thighs here. So just bringing the heels as far apart as you can. You can flex your feet and then slowly walking your hands forward as you exhale. And then breathe here. Lift your head up and then come back down. Maybe your fingertips go a little bit farther. As you inhale, all the way up again with the hands, gaze up. As you exhale, turning toward the left leg and reaching toward those left toes. Inhale, the right arm comes up, gaze up. Exhale, right arm over the right ear. Reaching those right fingers toward the left toes as you gaze past your right toes. Nice long stretch along the whole right side of your body and through the inner thighs. As you inhale, both hands come up, gaze up, turn towards your right leg and reach forward. Good. Doesn't matter if you can touch your toes or not. Just reach as far as you can. If you need to, you can always take a strap and bring it around your foot and just hold on to the strap. And then inhale, the left arm comes up, gaze up, exhale, left arm over the left ear, reaching for the right toes. Beautiful. As you inhale, come all the way up to seated. And then we're going to get on our hands and knees for a tabletop pose. Just enjoying each and every pose. Here, your wrists are right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hip bones. And we're going to do a few cats and cows. Inhale, the head and the hips come up. Exhale, rounding the back, gazing behind you. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale to cat. Notice the breath here as you go back and forth between those two poses. And then come back into tabletop pose. Maybe you wiggle the hips a little bit from side to side. Good. And then inhale, the right arm comes up, gazing up. Exhale, we're going to do thread the needle. Bring that right arm underneath the left. Bring your right side of your face to the mat. You can leave your left hand here where it is, or you can bring it back along your back. Whatever's most comfortable to you. And breathe. As you exhale, bring that left hand down. Inhale, the right arm comes up. Gaze up. Exhale, that right hand comes down. Inhale, the left arm comes up. Gaze up. Exhale, thread the needle underneath the right arm. Bringing the left side of your face to the mat. And just Relaxing here. Maybe you bring your right hand behind your back. Let yourself feel like you're on a cloud. Soft and warm and cozy. As you exhale, bring that right hand down. Inhale, the left arm comes up. Gaze up. Exhale, that left hand comes down to the mat. And then we're going to come into a child's pose. Let's bring the knees apart, the toes together, and the hips come back towards your heels. Forehead comes down to the mat as you stretch your arms out in front of you. If it hurts to put your arms in front of you, then bring them to your sides. Your practice. Very good. Starting to feel the warmth going through your body. Breathing deeply. As you inhale, come back up, and we're going to come into plank pose, top of your push-up. Very good. Push the heels back, top of the head forward. So if this is too hard to have your knees up, you can always bring them down. So either one is fine. Push the heels back if your knees are up and the top of your head comes forward. You look like a plank that someone can walk up. Your hips are not pushed up. They're even with your legs and your back, but just on a slant. As you exhale, let's bend your elbows, bring your knees down, point your toes. Come down to the bottom of your push-up. Keep those elbows in. Inhale to up dog. Gazing forward, straightening or almost straightening the arms, depending on your body here and how your back is feeling today. If this is difficult to do up dog, you can always bring the elbows down to the mat and gaze forward from there. Always modify if you need to. Beautiful. As you exhale, curl your toes under and push the hands down as you come into down dog. Pushing the hips back and up, pressing the hands down and forward, letting the head fall so you're gazing behind you. Engaging your bandhas. Uddiyana bandha, abdominal muscles, and mula bandha, pelvic and bladder muscles. If you need to, you can walk your dog here, stretching out those hamstrings a little bit at a time, bending alternate knees and elbows. Yeah. And feel the stretch along the back of your legs. Eventually, bringing the heels down. Notice here that the feet are nice and wide. My feet are actually at the very edges of the mat. Some people do this with their feet off of the mat, completely off so that they have a wider stance. It's all up to you. Let the neck, the jaw, the shoulders relax here. Push those hips up and breathe. As you inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, and step or float your feet up to your hands. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Gaze behind you. Beautiful. As you inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms overhead. Gaze up. As you exhale, come into Samastitihi, palms together at heart center. Press the feet down. Engage your bandhas here, tummy and pelvic muscles. Gazing forward, soften the shoulders. As you inhale, bring the hands up overhead. So that was a sun salutation A. As you exhale, fold forward, gaze behind you. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back. Come back into plank pose. Exhale, slowly bring the knees down, point the toes, and come to the bottom of your push-up. Inhale to up dog. This is called Chaturanga Dandasana or a Vinyasa flow. As you exhale, curl the toes under and come right into your down dog. Beautiful. So we're going to do a sun salutation B. Inhale, the right leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hips toward the right. Turn your right ankle in one direction and then the other. Inhale, that right leg comes back up. Exhale, right foot comes in between the hands. Left foot at a 45-degree angle. Notice that your heels are in a straight line. And then inhale. Arms come out to the side and up overhead. Gaze up. Beautiful. Pressing the outer edge of your left foot into the mat. Breathe. As you exhale, bring the hands down around that right foot. Right foot meets the left. And slowly we'll go through this Chaturanga Dandasana again. Beautiful. Inhale, the right leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hips toward the left. Turn that ankle in one direction and then the other. Inhale, that left leg comes up. Exhale, left foot comes in between the hands. Plant your right foot down at a 45-degree angle. Heels in a straight line. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. Gaze up. Exhale, bring the hands down around that left foot. The left foot meets the right. Slowly going through that Chaturanga Dandasana all the way to down dog. Beautiful. So that was sun salutation B. We did it on the right side and the left side. Take a little break here. Breathe as you're in down dog. Soften the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. As you inhale, that right leg comes up. Exhale, right foot comes in between the hands. Left foot comes onto the ball of that left foot and slowly bring yourself up and arms come up overhead for crescent pose. So right knee is bent to 90-degree angle or close to it. You're on the ball of the left foot. Left heel is pushing back. Good. Engage those bandhas as you gaze up. Beautiful. As you exhale, let's bring the hands down and out behind you. Maybe you gaze behind you. Inhale it back up. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale for whoosh. Inhale it back up. Exhale, whoosh. Inhale it back up. And then as you exhale, let's come into Warrior 2. Left toes are facing the long end of the mat. Right knee still at a 90-degree angle. Arms come out to a T, gazing past your right fingers. Left hip comes back a little bit. So you open up that pelvic area. And breathe. Warrior 2. As you inhale, bring the right arm up over the right ear, left hand down your thigh or behind your back. Gaze up toward those right fingers. Beautiful. Exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale the left arm over the left ear. Now gaze up toward the left fingers. Notice a nice straight line between the left fingertips and your left heel. And I know you don't have a mirror, but we're relying on your own body's proprioception. Yeah, you know where your body is in space, and that's good enough. Inhale, come back up to Warrior 2. Arms out to a T. Straighten up that right leg. Reach the right arm out and down for triangle. Inhale the left arm up. Gaze up if your neck allows. Otherwise, straight ahead will work. Breathe. As you inhale, come up to standing, all toes facing the front. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands around that right foot, and you might want to grab a block and bring the block in front of the foot or to the side and fold forward. Pushing the hips back, keeping the legs nice and straight. And then we're going to take that block and bring it on the left side of the foot. Bring your left hand down to the block and inhale the right arm up for a revolved triangle. Gaze up. Soften through the hands and the wrist. Beautiful. Exhale, that right hand comes down. And then we're going to turn. And all toes facing the long end of the mat. Your head is still down. Your hands will come down to the mat, or you can bring them to a block. Heels will come out. Toes come inward. Push the hips up and back as you gaze behind you for a wide leg forward fold. Feel those inner thighs stretching. Soften through the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. Elbows are facing behind you. Nice job. As you inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale all the way up to standing, coming in to star pose.
As you exhale, turn toward the back of your mat, coming to Samastitihi. So your feet are together, heels slightly apart. Press the feet down. Engage your bandhas, lengthen your spine, gazing forward. Inhale, the arms come up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, going down to the bottom of your push-up. Inhale to up dog. Beautiful. Exhale, curl the toes under, coming into down dog. Press the hips back and up, feet nice and wide, heels reaching down toward the mat. Good. And we're going to do that on the left side. So inhale, the left leg comes up. Exhale, left foot comes in between the hands. You're going to come onto the ball of the right foot and slowly bring yourself up. Arms up overhead, gaze up. Push that right heel back for crescent. So you can look up here or you can look straight ahead, whatever helps your balance. Exhale, bring the hands down and out behind you. Inhale them back up. Exhale, whoosh. Inhale back up. Exhale, whoosh. Inhale back up. Exhale, coming into warrior two. Right toes face the long end of the mat. Arms come out to a T. Left knee is at a 90-degree angle facing toward the left. Bring your right hip back. Gazes past the left fingers. Nice. Soften through the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. Reach those fingertips. Feel the pose. Feel your whole body engaging here. And love it. This is a miracle. Inhale, the left arm comes up, right hand down your thigh. Gaze up. Beautiful. Feel that whole left side of your body stretching here. Breathe. Exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm to the right thigh. Right arm over the right ear, gazing up toward the right fingers. Nice straight line between the right fingertips to the right heel. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Let's straighten out that left leg. Reach your left arm out and down to the knee, shoulder, floor. And inhale the right arm up for triangle. You can gaze up or straight ahead. Whatever works for your neck. So if you find your head leaning forward, then bring this left arm up a little bit more. You want to feel like you can fit between two panes of glass. Yeah. Inhale, come back up to standing. Turn toward the back of the mat. And all toes are facing toward the back. You can shorten your stance a little bit. We're going to bring this block over toward your foot. Inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, bring the hands down for waterfall. I like to bring the block in front of my toe, but you put it where you need to do that. Press the hips back. Engage your bandhas. And then bring that block to the right side. Place your right hand on the block. Inhale the left arm up, gaze up. Yeah. Revolve triangle. Nice twist here through the waist. Exhale, that left hand comes down. You can move the block a little bit and then walk your hands and turn all toes toward the long end of the mat. Push the heels out a little bit farther. You could take your peace fingers and bring them around your big toe. And then bring the top of your head down. Elbows are facing the front and the back of the mat. Push the hips up. Press the feet down. Engage your bandhas. And breathe. Nice. As you inhale, bring your head up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms come out to a T for star pose. As you exhale, turn toward the front of the mat, coming to Samastiti. Beautiful. Being grateful for your body, for your health, for being able to do even one of these poses, for trying today, receiving all the positive, anything that is out there, just taking it in and enjoying it. As you inhale, bring the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Slowly come down to the bottom of your push-up. Point your toes, inhale to up dog. And just take a moment here to just enjoy this up dog. Or Sphinx. Remember, you can always bring the elbows down underneath your shoulders. Palms will be down for Sphinx, and you gaze forward from here. Always available. Let that lower back reset here. Let the tummy come down to the mat as you gaze forward. Yeah. As you exhale, bring your head down and then plant your hands down. Slowly bring yourself up and come into child's pose. Knees apart, toes together. Bring your forehead down, stretch your palms out in front of you. Let your hips relax behind you. As you inhale, come all the way up to a seated position. And we're just going to bring those legs with the hips down, bring the legs out in front of us. Shake them up a little bit. Good. All right, so we're going to do a zigzag pose to stretch our IT bands. So we're going to take this left foot and bring it back so that this knee is coming right straight out from our hip,
and the heel is coming straight out from that knee. And then we're going to bend this right leg so that the right knee is coming straight out from the right hip, and this right heel is coming out from the knee, out toward the left side here. And then you might want to grab your block and bring it out in front of you. And then slowly we're going to fold forward over this right leg. You can put the block in any position you want, bringing your head down toward the block. Now this is to stretch that right IT band. And I need to take a breath here before I go and back into it. Have a little cramp. You are always welcome to come out of the pose. Know that will help the cramp go away. So just take some time here. Feel the stretch along that right IT band. So the IT band is a band that goes from your knee all the way up to your waist. It's along the side of your leg. And what we're really stretching is that membrane of fascia. The breathing going, softening into the pose. Notice how the muscles start to relax after a while. And then as you inhale, bring your head up. Good. Now we're going to take that block and put it on the right side of the mat. And we're going to take both feet and bring them to the end of the mat. Straighten out your legs. And let's do a little wiggling here of the legs. Very good. Now, let's take that right hand and stretch it out. And bring your head to the block. Take the left knee and bring it forward right in front of your chest. Good. And then bend the left knee. Take your left hand. Hold on. Let's do this again. So bring the right knee, straighten out the legs one more time. I did that incorrectly. So bring the right knee up to your chest. Straighten out the left leg. Bend the left knee. All right, let's start over. Again, so sorry, but I'm having a little difficulty. So bring the left knee up in front of your chest, straighten out the right leg, bend the right leg. Now take the left hand and bring it to your left foot. So opposite hand to foot. And this is stretching the quad on the right leg. So sorry about that confusion. Now you can keep this left knee bent right out in front of your chest, or you can straighten it out. There you go.
being open to confusion today. Uh, yeah, sometimes that happens. So this is called cattail, and it's really a yin pose. And in yin, we would hold this for 5 minutes. Just do a couple minutes today. So your left hand on your right foot is kind of doing a little hug tug. Your hand is pulling up and your foot is pushing down or out. Yeah. And you'll feel that stretch in your quad, maybe a little bit more tomorrow. But be gentle. So you only do a little bit of a stretch today, maybe you do a little bit more tomorrow. And then let's release that foot and hand and bring your left hand down and come back into a seated position. Okay, bring the legs out in front of you. Wiggle them up. Now let's take that right foot and we're going to do the zigzag on the right side. So right knee comes out to the right and this right heel is extending from that right knee. We're going to bend the left knee so that this left knee is coming out from the hip and my heel is extending beyond my knee here. Okay? So zigzag on the left side. All right? And then we're going to take that block and bring it out in front of us. Slowly bring your forehead down on the block. So for me, this is so much easier on my left side. So I'm guessing I'm going to say my right IT band is so much tighter than my left. Because I can barely feel this stretch on my left side, but on my right side, ooh, that was really intense. Let's breathe here. As you inhale, bring your head up slowly. And I'm actually going to turn in the opposite direction so that you can see the cattail with my face facing towards you. So bring the block to the top left side. We're going to extend the legs. So now my feet are going to come toward the front of the mat. Straighten them out. Left hand comes right in front of that block and bring your head down to the block. Good. All right, so now the right knee comes right in front of your chest, right where your right hand is, and you bend your left knee. Bring the right hand to the left foot or ankle. Another way to do this if you can't reach is to grab a strap and put it around the foot and then bring that toward the ankle. So in case your quad is real tight, you can do that. Now you can leave this right leg bent here, right with the knee in front of your chest, or you can straighten it out. Up to you. Hug, tug, hand to foot. and breathe. As you exhale, release the hand or the strap from the foot. Come all the way up to seated. Good. And now let's just bring those legs out in front of you. Bring the head down. And we're going to bring the feet straight up toward the ceiling. Palms are out and facing upward. So you can stay here. You can go into a shoulder stand. You bring the legs apart. Put your hands on the inner thighs. Yeah. Breathe. And then let's bring the knees to the chest. Come into happy baby. If you are in candlestick, if you're in shoulder stand, you can bring the toes out behind you for plow pose. And then if you're in plow pose, you can bring the knees on either side of your head. So I'm still in happy baby here. But some people have chosen to go another route. And then slowly everyone come down. Bring the knees down, arms come out to a T, hips come over to the left a little bit, knees go to the right, and gaze to the left. Letting go here of the breath, the bandhas, the drishti, just coming back to your organic breath. Inhale, bring the knees up, hips come over to the right a little bit farther, and then knees go to the left as you gaze to the right. Spinal twist. Always welcome to put blocks or pillows in between the knees. Inhale, come back to center, and then straighten out that spine by moving your hips. Bring your hands to your sides, palms facing out. Stretch out the legs, coming into Shavasana. I'm going to be here for a little while. If you want, you can always have a pillow ready and a blanket. Put those in the appropriate places and just totally relax here. You can actually turn the tape off. Maybe you have some music in the background and listen to that music. You're welcome to stay for longer Shavasana. Or join us to finish off our flow. Let's bring the knees up to your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then come over to your favorite side.
renewing your mind, your body, and your spirit. And then come up into a seated position, crossing your legs in front of you. Bring the hands up overhead to seal in your practice. Palms come together at heart center. May the God-given light and love in me reach out to that same light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe, and I will see you the next time. Have a great week and a great day.